And the scene is set in Vatican City. More specifically, in the catacombs beneath Vatican City. Father Riccardo Alvarez walks alone through the ancient hallways where the dead are interred and where the dead still hold court. He is anxious this night. He shall soon find out whether or not his ambitions will have the support of his faction as a whole. For he has grand ambitions. But he cannot accomplish them alone. As he reaches his destination, the tomb of an ancient saint, the lights that the kine have running through the place begin to flicker and one by one go out. It is time. He kneels in respect. And silent feet enter throughout the several tunnels that lead to this interment for the holy dead. If he had the ability to see through the darkness, he would see red cloaked figures approaching, each one with a golden key in the shape of an ankh draped around their necks, each one stoically forming a circle around this La Sombra and Scylla who has come before them, who has come before the red saints of the Nox theocracy, the elders of the clan, the shadow of Rome, the shadow of the Vatican, and God's church on earth. One of them steps forward, the speaker on behalf of the Red Saints. And from the darkness, Father Alvarez hears, "We have thought over your request. This is the first time circumstances has conspired to allow one of our faction to attempt what you are. Tell us, why is it that you feel you, of all people, have the right to ask of us what you have, the right to claim such a title for yourself? This is the moment. This is the moment Father Alvarez has been waiting for." After waiting a second, he raises his head, eyes just barely accustomed to the utter blackness, barely making out the silhouette of the figure who stands before him. And he responds, "My city is a city of sin. For countless decades, the kine have wallowed in their own filth, and the kindred of the city have been fined to allow them to do so. And in their negligence, a darkness unlike I have ever seen has crept into the city. If you support me, and if I am able to uncover this darkness and banish it, it will be a tremendous victory for our faction and farther proof that our beliefs are correct, that the antediluvians are real and that they are still moving their pawns in the shadows of the world, preying upon the sins of man and kindred alike. Grant me this chance, this opportunity, and I will not fail you. I will bring the shadow of God to Reno, Nevada. I will show the kindred of that city that this is not a den of sin, but a beacon of hope, a potential salvation, a crucible where the righteous may be forged anew amongst the refuge that comes down from Vegas, that dies amongst the sands of the desert. Grant me this, and I will prove that our faction has just as much of any faction to claim such a right. For there is no other native to the city except a few, and I know that they do not desire such power for themselves. They are content with the situation that they find themselves in. I beg of you, noble saints, grant me the power to claim Praxis for Reno, Nevada, and I will not fail you. I will turn the city into a grand eparchy unlike the which has ever been seen before, and it shall go down in history as the first of its kind. A city with a theocrat prince. There is silence for a while now. None of the elders respond. None of them moved. It is as silent and still as the crypt upon which it is taking place in. Very slowly, there is a brief movement. Something is handed to the speaker, and he approaches Father Alvarez. He sets a wooden box down in front of him. The theocracy is nothing without its rituals, but Father Alvarez knows that such symbolism holds great power, and he finds that he himself grows fearful as he begins to open the case, for inside he will find one of two things. And as he opens and feels in the darkness, fearing that his undead hand might be cut upon a blade, the symbol of their disapproval, he instead feels the cold metal of a key and smiles. Do not fail us, young Lasombra. Go with grace unto God and bring vengeance to his enemies. And just as silently as they had come, they vanish into the darkness beneath the city. Father Alvarez grabs the key, clutching it like a lifeline. This is his victory. And with that, our scene ends.